Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do what I've purchased lately, some new makeup, makeup that's new to me, and I'm going to show you guys what I've been loving. And some of these items are items that you definitely have heard of before if you follow the YouTube world. Other ones you may not have heard of before, so I thought it would be fun to highlight things that you definitely might have heard of or things that might be new to you. So if you want to see products I've been loving lately, then just keep on watching. All right, so I think how we're going to do this is I'm going to just start off with what I would do first on my face and then move up from there, go from there. So what I'm going to talk about first is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. And I love this because one, it has an SPF of 50, which I think is really great if you're going to be out in the sun, if you're going about doing errands all day. This is going to protect your skin. Of course, if you're going to be out in the sun all day, you want to bring an extra SPF just to protect your skin. Also, I love that it is basically like a tinted moisturizer, but the coverage is much, much more than a tinted moisturizer. I would say it's a solid medium coverage. I'm wearing it on my skin today. So I'm wearing the shade Fair, which is the lightest shade because as you can tell, I'm very, very pale, but it's a solid medium coverage. So it does show any like dark spots that you may have that you want to cover up with concealer, but overall it evens out your skin tone. It covers up any redness. It does the job. And I honestly, how I apply it, well, another thing is that I love that it has a pump. I love the pump. It's so easy to use, so sanitary, and honestly just feels like you're putting lotion on your face. So I just do one pump. Just one pump, that's all you need. And then I rub it on my fingers and then I just pat it onto my face like moisturizer. And it just blends out by itself so beautifully, so easy to use. It does dry down. If your skin is on the drier side, then you probably don't need to set your face. But if you are more combo or oily, you might want to set your T-zone or your whole face depending on your skin type. And the next one I want to talk about is bronzer. And as you can tell, I need a lot of bronzer in my life. So I have tried out this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. Love the packaging, so pretty. First of all, ginormous. Look how huge this is. This is the lightest one, and honestly, it is like the perfect bronzer shade for me. It is a little bit cool, so if you like a warmer bronzer, you might want to mix this in with another bronzer or just use this for contouring. But if you're into like a bronzer, like bronzing and contouring at the same time, that's what I like to do, is just kind of chisel out and add some color to my face at the same time. This is a really good shade because it's a little bit warm, but it's definitely on the cooler side. So you can kind of do both with this. And I would like to point out also that it is not completely matte, but it's not glittery. You don't see any glimmers. It's just kind of like a sheen. I don't really know how to describe it. I personally like lately, especially in the spring and summertime, you want a little bit more glow to your face. So having something that's not completely matte is gonna just make your skin look a little more alive, if you get what I'm saying. The size is awesome, the color is awesome, it's super easy to apply. And yeah, if you're looking for an alternative bronzer that's not super expensive, you should definitely check this one out. Next I'm going to talk about is the Maybelline Master Chrome. So if you have been on the YouTube world for a while, then you definitely have heard of this. People love the gold one, people love the pink one. I personally really like the pink one. The gold one's a little too gold for my fair skin, and the pink one doesn't really pull too pink for me, so it works for my fair skin. What's the color? Is it rose gold? Yeah, it's called Molten Rose Gold. And it's just a really pretty highlight. It's very intense. It's not for those days where you just want it to melt into your skin. It's for those days where you're like, bam, you know what I'm saying? Like you want a very, very noticeable highlight. I'm wearing it today. The lighting, I don't know if it's as good if you can see it, but I'm wearing it here on my nose, inner corners. Yeah, you can see it there. It is a very noticeable highlight. It is not playing around, but it's so affordable from the drugstore. Also, it does not have any glitter in it. That is a huge, huge thing for me. Even high-end highlighters for me, some of them have glitter in it and I just can't do it. I don't care how beautiful it is. If it has glitter in it, I don't want it on my face. So if any highlighters have glitter, it's gotta go. If I am wanting a more noticeable highlight, one thing I like to do is put on my Benefit What's Up or any cream highlight that you have. So put down a cream highlighter and then put this over it to set it. And not only will your highlight be out of this world highlighty, but it will not budge the whole time. So that's a tip I like to do. All right, we're going to move into eyes next. So for the eyes, one of them is new, one of them is not new, but it's basically I just have two shades. So I have 2 shades of these. These are the Stila Cosmetics Magnificent Metals, and they're basically like a liquid glitter eyeshadow that you can put on your eyelids and blot it out, and you can do like a very sheer wash of glitter, or you can do a very like cut crease glitter situation. I am wearing Kitten Karma today, and that's the most recent one I've purchased. It's just a very light wash of glitter. So the 2 shades I have are Rose Gold Retro and Kitten Karma. Oh, sorry, this is the Kitten Karma. So Kitten Karma, these ones are almost identical, so I don't know why I have both of them, but they're a little bit different. So Kitten Karma is more champagne-y, it leaves a little more silvery white, and then Rose Gold Retro is definitely more on the pinky side, but they're definitely in the same kind of pinkish family. This one's just a little more white and silver. This one's definitely more pinky, so it just depends what you're into. I like having both of them though. I will say that one of my favorite things about them is how easy it is to apply. It's literally just like painting it onto your eyeball and then blending it out, and it's good to go. It looks amazing, it's so easy. One con though is that you definitely want to do your eyeshadow before you do your base makeup. It doesn't have a ton of fallout. Like with most glitter eyeshadows, I usually have like fallout all over my face. This one doesn't have a ton, but it does have a little bit, and I don't know about you, but glitter is like the hardest thing to get off my face. Like once it's on, I feel like it's on for the rest of the day and I just have to live with it. So, but if you do your eyeshadow first, you can wipe it away. So that's one thing I would suggest with literally any glitter eyeshadow that you want to do, is do your eyes first, and then any fallout you can just wipe away with a makeup wipe. So that's one thing I would suggest. Otherwise, if you like glitter, if you like a beautiful shimmer on your eyes, these are definitely good ones to check out. So the next one is mascara, and if you've watched my Insta stories, I've talked about this a little bit on my Insta stories. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't speak French, but the Monsieur Big mascara. I really love Lancome mascaras in general. I feel like they're really good at separating and lengthening your eyelashes at the same time, which is something I definitely look for. I'm not really into the clumpy eyelashes. I definitely like them to look separated and lengthy. Not really spidery, but maybe on the brink of spidery, because I want them to be really long and I want them to be really separated, but I don't want them to be clumpy. So if you've used the Benefit They're Real mascara, then this is very, very similar, but I would say the formula is a little bit wetter. And I like that because the Benefits They're Real kind of dries out on me after a few applications, and then it starts flaking, and then that's not good, but I do love the effect that it gives. So this is very similar, but it doesn't flake. I don't get raccoon eyes. Granted, I don't do mascara like all over my bottom lashes. I just stamp basically at the root of my lashes. So it's defining, but it's not like all the way down here, if that makes sense. But if you're looking for a really great lengthening with a little bit of volume, then this is a really good one to check out. All the Lancome mascaras, none of them have ever let me down before, guys. So Lancome is a really great mascara brand. I know it's a little bit more pricey, but honestly, some people say mascaras are mascaras, like drugstore, high-end, they're all kind of the same. To me, not really. I've only found a few drugstore ones that I actually like. But this one is definitely worth the price tag in my opinion, because mascara is one of the few things that if I'm not wearing any makeup, the only thing I'll wear is mascara. So this is definitely worth the splurge for me. Okay, so the last item I want to talk about today, I have 2 different shades of the same product. So these are the Lancome Matte Shakers. I know they have juicy shakers, but these are the matte ones. I know that juicy lips are very in right now, but for day-to-day wear and going to work and stuff, I like something that's going to stay a little bit more, because I don't have the opportunity to go to the bathroom and check my makeup that often. So I like something that's going to stay put. I don't like liquid lipsticks because they dry me out, obviously, but if something's on the matte side, it generally stays a little bit longer on my lips. So I really love these matte shakers. These are in the shade Sea Sand and Sun, and this is Magic Orange, and that's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. So the reason why I like these is because, first of all, they're fun to shake. They're fun to shake, but also I really like the application. You would think these applicators would be kind of tricky to apply. They're kind of like, I don't even know, they remind me of strawberries, I guess. Like they're kind of like a rounded point. But I like to just put them on here. If you apply it with the side, it's kind of like a more balmy application, but if you put it with the point down, it makes it more of a liquid lipstick. And they are matte. They dry down matte within a few, I would say like a minute or so, they're completely matte. But one thing I really enjoy is that it doesn't even feel like I have anything on my lips. Like, I'm wearing this for like probably half an hour so far out of my lips. I don't even have chapstick underneath this. It's just the lipstick that's on my lips. And it doesn't sink into the creases in my lips, which I really, really like. That bugs me so much when I wear liquid lipstick, is the creases when you wear matte lipstick, how it sinks into those. Ugh, I hate it, it's so gross. These don't do that. The nude shade is a little bit easier to wear because when it does wear off eventually, like after you've eaten or something, it's a little bit less noticeable than with the bright orange shade, obviously. So I tend to lean towards the nude shades in general, but this is a really fun shade. I decided to try orange because this is my first orange shade that I've ever tried, but I actually really like it. It doesn't make my teeth look too yellow, I don't think. But with orange lipsticks, you definitely want to be careful about them being too yellow based, because when they are too yellow based, it can definitely make your teeth look orange. This one's definitely orange, but it's leaning towards red, I would say, especially in real life. On video, I think it's looking a little more orange, but on here, it's definitely a little more red in real life, so it's not as yellowing as I would feel like most orange lipsticks are. So these are really fun to check out. I know they're a higher price point, but a little bit goes a long way on your lips, and they're just really fun to use. I really enjoy them. All right, guys, that concludes my recent purchases haul of makeup that I'm loving lately. I hope you liked it. Some are drugstore, some are higher end, and I hope you guys learned something or have a new product you want to try out. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, if you want to see when I post videos, don't forget to click the little bell in the corner. That way, when I do post videos, you'll get notifications. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.